Are you listening?
Ricky J Sports.
Yeah.
Hey party people, this is Ricky J from Ricky J Sports, and I'm so excited because today I went to EB Games and got myself a copy of NHL 16, and this is the inaugural first episode of Be a GM, and we are going to be Ricky J as the GM, and I asked you guys, who do you think I should GM? And I was leaning towards the good little Edmonton Oilers because they have a lot of promise with their young studs. But what I'm going to do, if you guys don't know, I'm from Toronto, and I just couldn't stand the Maple Leafs last season. You know, I was throwing burgers on the ice, but I'm just kidding. But with this year, with the turnaround they have, I feel it's only necessary to go with Toronto. So that's what we're going to do here. So here we go. We are going to be GMing Toronto. Is that a word? Look at that team there. Without Kessel, I don't know what's going to happen. But you know what? Kessel, brother, you didn't have anything going for you. You can't be the Batman. You got to be the Robin. And I'm sure he'll be fine in Pittsburgh with Sidney Crosby. So this is what we're going to do. Fantasy draft, no. Authentic cap penalties, we'll keep that on. Auto sign free agents, off. Be a GM length, 25 years. I believe we'll set it to 25, but I believe we'll see how things go. CPU trades definitely on. We're going to put it on the hardest setting. Game style is going to be hardcore. Draft pick, ownership, authentic. Injuries on. I saw a lot of other guys on YouTube putting injuries off. I say we keep them on just to see what kind of craziness is going to happen in the game. Period length. If we had to actually, I don't know if we're going to actually play the games in the beginning, maybe later on. So we'll keep period length at around, let's keep it at 8 minutes. Waivers on. Where I wonder if you put the period length at 20 minutes. Let's see what's, I'm just checking here. 3 minutes. Yeah, I say 8 minutes. That sounds like a good idea. 8 minutes. Okay, let's move on. Let's just make sure it's saved. So yeah, it's on Superstar. Everything's good. Hardcore. Salary cap on. All right, let's start the career. So it says, are you sure you want the salary cap on? The system will now fix some teams that are non-cap compliant. Yeah, we want to keep the salary cap on. Because if the salary cap's not on, then we're going to just sign everybody. I remember when the salary cap wasn't on back in the day, and the Leafs would sign like guys that are way over the hill, like Ron Francis and Phil Housley, because the Leafs are always built for the playoffs, boys. And they never ended up winning, obviously, since 1967. Wow. So here we go. Starting up, be a GM. And like I said, I am just so pumped to get this thing going. So it goes, locker room chemistry is valuable. That shows how well your players are getting along. High chemistry increases your chances of winning. So we got to make sure that the chemistry is hot. We want to make sure that they're hot. There's a preseason going on. Let's see here. I want to look at our lines. I want to see what we got going on here. So we go to edit lines. They also introduce player morale, which I'll get to in later. Would you like help keeping your lines up to date? The assistant coach will automatically update your lines after injuries? No, we will do it. So the first line, it's going Bozak, Lupol, and Van Riemsdyk. Pretty solid. And then, it's funny because there's a drop-off here. I like Kadri. And Nathan Horton. I like Nathan Horton. He's a tough guy. And, you know, he's a top 6 forward, but he's playing on the second line. Pierre-Alexandre Parenteau. Yes, the Frenchman coming in there. And then we go young here. Well, not Daniel Winnick, but Peter Holland's a nice little young player. Sean, Matthias. And then I like Leo Komarov. I like how he came back when he was playing in Europe, and then he decided to come back. And then Mark Arcabello, and Taylor Beck. These guys, man, are these guys scrubs or what? But the first two lines are pretty good for now. We look at our defense. We look at our defense. We got Morgan Riley, who's a young stud. Dion Phaneuf, who everybody just doesn't like. Roman Pollock. Jake Gardner, who's on the up and up. Matt Hunwick. And Stefan Robida. Now, let's see if we had to substitute some of our guys. Man, like, see, this guy's scratched. Robida and the other boys it seems to be okay. So we'll keep that going. So let's see who's taking care of the net, boys. Who is controlling the crease? And that is between Bernier and Reimer. And as you could see, man, they are deadlocked pretty much in their stats. And we'll be flip-flopping them to see who's hot, and we'll ride the hot goalie here. So let's get into it right away. Let's get into some preseason action. Come on. Here we go. Sim to next preseason game. So let's see here. The salary cap for the upcoming season will be as follows. So we get a cap of $71 million, a minimum cap of $52. Maximum player salary is $14 million. Wow. All right. Let's check out the calendar. All right. So, Tampa, we're going to sim the game. And let's see how our boys do. So, the simulation, you can increase the speed of the sim. I wonder what filter does. Oh, cool. So you could... No, we want to see both. Okay, so here we go. Let's start the sim. Let's go faster. Still 0-0. Still 0-0. Let's make it faster, brother. Oh, we're on a power play. I know these games mean nothing, but we got to build our confidence. You know, I didn't look at the player. Well, look at that 1-0 Toronto. I didn't look at the player morale yet, but that's what I'm going to do after this game real quick. Let's see. Come on, boys. Okay, now it's going fast. So 1-0 it seems after 1 for Toronto. Simulation pause. Okay, so let's increase it. Let's start the period. Oh, I simmed the period. 2-1. So it takes a little bit to get used to, but I simmed the period. It's 2-1, and let's see. All right, so accidentally I simulated second period, but going into the third period, here we go. Just don't push X. Resume simulation. Still 2-1. Go Leafs, go 3-1. Look at that. Man, Tampa was in the Stanley Cup final 3-2, but you know they're not putting on their A game right now. 4-2 Leafs. 5-on-4. It's cool how you can intervene. Look at that. 5-2 Leafs. Great stuff. 6-2 Leafs. What is going on? Tampa forgot that vacation time's over. Let's see. 2 minutes left. And the Leafs win 6-2. So a nice little preseason game. You could even check the 3 stars. So, wow. Riley, a goal and 2 assists. Loophole, 2 goals and 1 assist. And look at Matthias, 2 goals. Wasn't I giving him some bad raps there in the beginning, telling him he wasn't very good? But let's simulate the rest of the preseason, because the next episode, I want to get right into the beginning of the first season. So let's see how we do. So amateur scout calling. I'm done with the scouting trip you asked me to do. I'm awaiting your next assignment. So let's edit the assignment quickly. And I want to scout, as you can see at the depth chart for Toronto, we got centers, we got 9 centers, 11 left wingers, 11 right wingers, 20 defense, 5 goalies. So I'm going to be looking for, I'm going to go into, stay in no, you know what? Yeah, I'll stay in North America. And I want to look for some forwards. help me look for some forwards as we simulate the preseason. And look at that. 3 losses in a row. And he's done. But you know what? Let's, instead of going back every single time, I'm gonna make him go for a month. All right. So the Leafs go 3-3. Teams must be salary cap compliant to start the season. Any team that isn't will automatically be adjusted by October 5th. Okay. So look at that. The preseason is done, and we went 3-3, and that's respectable. I'm going to simulate up to this day to see if it says anything else. Waivers will be in effect. Okay. Multiple morale changes because of recent roster moves. Okay, so it says Lupul has lost his morale. So let's look at the morale real quick before I end this first episode. Let's look at the morale. Player morale. Now, apparently, if these players have had a history playing with each other in junior, there will be a significant positive morale increase. So, what does it say here? I wonder what the exclamation mark means. Let me know if you guys know what the exclamation mark means. I feel like the locker room is dysfunctional family. We may need to we need a shake-up. Well, that's how it's going to be playing in Toronto. 38 years old, man. Roboda is not liking it at all. Let's see if you can sort. Yes, you can. Sort the morale. Everybody seems to be happy, but it says Lupul's morale changed. Let's click on Lupul. Oh, he currently has no locker room concerns. Oh, you can hold the team meeting. Remember, players' reactions to meetings will vary based on personality. How they complain is a cue to their personality. That's really cool how they added that. All right, people, I don't want to make this video too long, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any suggestions at all, let me know. Give it up, brother. Let me know anything that could help benefit this series, and I can't wait to get the season started. I'm hoping to pop out the next video by, I'm thinking maybe tomorrow if I have the time. If not, by the weekend for sure. But keep on clicking away at Ricky J Sports for the next episode. Go Leafs, go. Again, we started the preseason and finished off the preseason 3-3 with 1 OT loss. So it's looking pretty good. What I want to do next time is check out the free agents. Go to the free agents and check them out to see if we can pick up like a nice little added bonus with the team. But we're not looking to win the Stanley Cup the first season. All right, people. Thanks for stopping by, man. I really appreciate it. I'll see you later. Ricky J. See ya, brother. And sister.